The Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Here was their entrance to the arena earlier on, and the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, our broadcast location today. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. You take a look at the Celtics. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the Jazz, they're exactly the team we all thought they'd be. A dangerous club, no doubt. They're not the title favorites, but it's not outside the realm that this team can get it done.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. Ron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. But Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. Well, when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Tatum in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Smart. Now Tatum, 6 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Conley with it. To the middle. Here's Ingles. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, he started as a perimeter threat, but Joe Ingles outstanding at finding a way to the cup inside and forcing the issue.
Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles, he's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
No good on the second free throw. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Here's Walker. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded by Tatum. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Stolen by Smart. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum, that's for two. Utah with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
Now, these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Now here is Conley. Jason Tatum missing his last shot.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Conley's shot is off. Inside, here's Walker. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Now here's Conley. His last outing, he had 8 points. Count that one.
How about a nice bounce to his step from Donovan Mitchell? Getting the catch and shoot game, sir.
The Celtics with the lead. Walker finds Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
To the inside. The kick out to Tatum. Offline with his three.
Well, this is a night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And the basket by Ingles.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Stolen by Michael Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Walker. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Smart against Mitchell. Shoots from the corner. And he connects with the jumper. Jazz trail by 3. Outside Conley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
And Boston has possession, fresh from a win against Portland.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Now, here's Mitchell. A 17-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Passes it to Ingles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
How about this guy? He comes into the league as an undrafted free agent, and Joe Ingles has more than proven his worth. The high IQ, the lights-out shooting from deep, so much to love about Ingles.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Now here's Tatum. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Portland. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
Now here's Gobert. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
And then how about the block shots, guys? I mean, just overpowering on the defensive side. Really, he was the intimidator.
And the shot goes down. Conley's got his second basket of the night. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Walker the pass to Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job staying in attack mode.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And here is Ingles. Over Tice. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Gobert. Over Cancel. That misses off the backboard. Austin leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Walker. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Conley the pass to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Tice. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Smart, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Well, how smart is Marcus Smart using his body? He's such a physical guard, seeks out contact. Nice.
First free throw is good.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
And it's Davis missing.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Brown wide open. He fires. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Jazz. 7-point differential. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Hayward with some nice D. Here's Davis. He can't get that one to fall. Hayward with some nice D. Brown drives in. Misses from short range.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Moutier. Yep, it counts.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
Celtics leading by 5. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Six on the shot clock, and it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Utah. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Gobert.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Moutier. And Boston with the rebound. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. Boston, no good that time either. Jazz trail by 5. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. Emmanuel Moutier third. And of course, Michael Conley.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
You know, and having that element of long-range shooting ability makes them a tough puzzle for defenders to solve. You know, it's an invaluable asset for a point guard, and these players have it in a big-time way.
Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention two guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But two of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, two names to keep an eye on.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Moutier passes to Clarkson. Left side, Davis. And stolen by Williams. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That one good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 7.
How about the burst of speed and transition by Gordon Hayward? Great at getting one step ahead of the opposition.
Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Clarkson. Let's go. Second chance shot. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Celtics leading by 9. Here's Hayward over O'Neal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
The Jazz making a switch here. Williams-Goss is checked in. That free throw good from Hayward.
Well, and this 6'8" forward from Indiana is impressive. Gordon Hayward is so intense, plays so hard on both ends. And I'll say this to you, his athleticism catches you off guard.
Here's Williams-Goss. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Passes it to Clarkson. Looking to end the run. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Now give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Wanamaker. He's covered by Clarkson. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Williams-Goss. And here's Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Launches it. They get the rebound. Williams with the block. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hayward's got 9 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Wanamaker. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Davis, the pass to Clarkson. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Mudiay dishes to Clarkson. Back to Mudiay. From deep three-point range.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter's airspace effectively crowds scorers and gets them out of their comfort zone.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Then it's Williams. And it's Poirier in at the 5, roaming the paint. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. D.A., thank you.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Clarkson against Williams, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Williams kicks to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Clarkson, and Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 11.
What gorgeous shooting from the wingman. Hayward is as consistent as they come from there.
The pass to Williams-Goss. Clarkson with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Moutier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Conley. That one a little long. Celtics leading by 7. Brown feeling it out a bit. Dishes it to Cantor. And the Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mitchell in for Williams-Goss. And a change for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Utah shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Conley finds Ingles. Yes, that goes in. 7 points in the game.
See, Joe Ingles doesn't blow you away with physical strength. It's his craftiness that makes him effective, especially scoring through contact.
And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Cantor trying to free himself up. The kick out to Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Boston, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Good on the triple. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And here's Cantor. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. The shot's good.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Walker. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. The shot from 20 feet away. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead. For Utah, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the wow, hammering it in.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Walker against Conley. Tatum kicks to Walker. Down low. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Outside Bogdanovich. Smart against Mitchell. Ingles passes to Davis. To the middle. Takes the 13-footer. Conley's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Pass to Canner. Over Mitchell. Cantor's shot is off. Jazz trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Now, here's Ingles. Defense right on him. Lock at 6. Here's Davis. Bank shot. No good. Celtics leading by 8. Smart on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. Over Smart. The Jazz with another miss. And here's Boston. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And that one falls for Smart. You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Now here's Conley. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Mitchell wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
And here's Boston. They're on a 14-5 run. Walker dishes to Tatum. It's stolen by Davis. Here's the break. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Conley.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Walker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And that one drops.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Conley. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Boston also with the sub. Williams has checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. Kept alive, Gobert, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition.
It's good. Walker's got 10 points in the quarter.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Conley against Walker. The drive by Mitchell. Here's Bogdanovich on the money with the shot from the left block. And Doris especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Walker finds Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 8 now on the night. Conley the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not sure Rudy Gobert left the floor to finish that dunk, but boy, what power.
And Boston has possession. They lead by 11. Smart on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Smart passes to Williams. Gobert with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Oh, that's blocked. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He kicks to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. 20 feet out. And that's good for 2. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
I think you've got to go over the screen on Gordon Hayward, because if you don't, he's going to pull the trigger quickly.
Pass to O'Neal. From 7, that's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Bogdanovich.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. Back to Wanamaker. Hayward outside. There's the triple. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Conley the pass to Bogdanovich. Again, the Jazz score.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Wanamaker, over by Conley. 16 feet away. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, remember, the comfort zone that Gordon Hayward possesses when he's in the mid-range. There's an ease and a confidence about what he does.
Passes to Clarkson. Over Smart. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
To the paint, here's Gobert, and it's blocked. Conley against Smart. It's blocked. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Conley for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
So it's Gordon Hayward making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 18 points and 2 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Looked like Gordon Hayward was playing with great confidence, attacking, showing no fear. This is the guy who signed the max deal a few years back. He's ready now.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Conley in at point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Smart, following the miss by Michael Conley.
In the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
Here's Walker. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Hayward against Bogdanovich. Hayward kicks to Cantor. Off target from 3-point range. Jazz trail by 9. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Conley against Walker. Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 18.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now here's Conley. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
The first one falls. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovic said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
Here's Walker. Misses off the left iron.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
It's stolen by Tice. Steps back and fires. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovic. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. Low block shot. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ingles.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Walker. He's got 20. Got a hand on it. Mitchell against Smart. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Celtics leading by 5. Smart passes to Cantor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Williams-Goss is checked in for Bogdanovic, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Boston also with the sub. Brown's checked in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Tice kicks to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Over Gobert. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
That one goes in. Now it's just a 3-point Celtic lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Brown outside. Ingles with the rebound.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovic, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Davis is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. That one drops. He ties it up.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
For the lead, Walker with some nice D. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. Cantor, the pass to Walker. The second chance effort.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Cantor finds Walker. 5 on the clock. No good again that time.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now here's Gobert. 6 points for him. For the lead. Another miss by Utah.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Williams-Goss has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now here's Brown following the miss by Kemba Walker. Second shot opportunity, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Brown's got his first bucket of the night. The Jazz have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Moutier looking around. It's stolen by Tice. Tatum against Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Ingles. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Ingles has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Joe Ingles has a great feel for understanding when to shoot the jump shot or when to attack off the bounce. That is not bashful right there.
Now here's Walker. He's got 22. Kicks it to Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum. Tipped away. Moutier against Walker. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Walker's got 24.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Moutier kicks to Davis. Now, here's Ingles. 11 points in the game. Moutier with the basket.
Well, to me, there's no question it's critical that Emmanuel Moutier make this shot more consistently, showing some signs of progress in the mid-range, guys.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Moutier with the ball. Guarded by Walker. Moutier, no good. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker's running. Brown fires. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Williams-Goss the pass to Ingles. Pass to Moutier for the lead. A shot that time, not on target. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Brown outside. Rebounded by Williams-Goss. Brown's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Ingles finds Moutier. Gobert down low. He's against Cantor.
and he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Moutier against Walker. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Utah leading. Here's Moutier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, when Emmanuel Moutier has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. The free throw good from Moutier.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Williams finds Hayward. Just 4 to shoot. Austin needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Tatum. Buries it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 11 points.
One thing Jason Tatum has showed us is he can make contested shots in the NBA. Think about that guy, so young, yet so unshakable.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 11. Hayward with some nice D. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. Tatum's shot is off. Here's Clarkson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Boston's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Moutier. Smart's checked in for Boston. Brown the pass to Wanamaker. To the inside. Williams. It counts. And the foul. It goes on Ed Davis.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
And that one falls for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And it's in there. That's 12 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Boston trailing. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Outside, Smart. Here's Hayward. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's good for 2. Clarkson's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
Back to Wanamaker. Brown outside. With the teardrop. That shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Clarkson kicks to Davis. Conley for three. Not going to go that time. Hayward with some nice D.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Brown. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
51 seconds left in the third. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. He kicks it to Williams. Smart dishes to Williams. Celtics passing it around. And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Now here is Conley. He's got 9. Clarkson passes to Conley. Pass to Williams-Goss. And Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
For Boston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And Conley drops them both. 8 seconds left in the third. Here's Wanamaker. Off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Jazz out in front. They're up by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. Then there's Smart. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the one spot.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Free throw drops for Hayward. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Now, here's Clarkson. Hayward passes to Wanamaker. Brown outside. Rebound, Utah. Davis is... And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Utah. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Here's Wanamaker. Smart wide open. He fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now Clarkson. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Over Brown. And Bogdanovich. The bucket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Smart against Mitchell. Hayward up top. Back to Smart. Six on the shot clock. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz leading by 4. Inside, Bogdanovich, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. Now Smart, covered by Conley. Pass to Kanter. Pass to Wanamaker. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Bogdanovich passes to Davis. And Hayward with the block. The shot. And it's Brown missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Well, so long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue
to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Tice after the basket by Utah. For three, Hayward. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
They double-team Conley. Mitchell finds Conley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Tice with the ball. Outside, Walker launches a three. A shot off that time.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Conley gets the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Walker. He dishes it to Cantor. Now, here's Tice. Passes it to Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
To stop the drought. Gobert with the block. They get it back. Here's Cantor. Hits it despite the hat. Great strong finish. And he'll go to the line for one more. Michael Conley picks one up. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Celtics trail by 15. Here's Walker. Outside Tatum. Gobert with the block. But they get it back. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Boston with the ball after the basket by Utah. The Celtics working the ball around now. Nice shot by Smart.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. To the inside, Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 19 rebounds.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense far more effective here in the second. They finally found some sets that are working for them.
Now here's Walker. Outside Tatum. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Cantor's shot is off. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Over Tice. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, the offensive game of Joe Ingles continues to expand. Boy, when he's really rolling, look out.
Here's Walker. Cantor, high post. Back to Walker. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Walker's got 28.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Now Conley. Here's Mitchell. He feeds it to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Shoots the three. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Smart.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And a wide open look for Walker. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. Conley with it. He's picked up by Walker. Conley into the lane. Yep, that one goes in there.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And that one falls for Conley. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Celtics on D. They trail by 16. Conley's shot is off. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics shooting well. They're at 45%. And Walker kicks to Cancer. Now, here's Tice. Ingles covering. And the pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6.
Defensively, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Ingles. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Free throw drops for Ingles. And Doris, Rudy Gobert has come a long way as a finisher.
No doubt, Kevin. He has led the league in field goal percentage, and they have worked so hard to get his balance and strength correct. This guy is becoming more and more dangerous as a scorer. Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Gobert with it, guarded by Tatum. Now, here's Ingles, guarded closely. Can't connect from short range. Here's Smart. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Never thought I'd say this, but you simply cannot back off Marcus Smart. When you do that, he's going to bury you.
Pass to Ingles. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Smart with the ball. There's the dish to Tatum. Rebounded by the Jazz. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter. They double-team Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Walker taking his time here. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 14 points here in the second half.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Conley against Walker. They double team Conley. Pass to Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. Fades. It's rebounded by Tice.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Utah.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Smart misses. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. It's deflected.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
That one falls.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Walker against Conley. And Walker kicks to Tatum. It's not going to go for him.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great, you know. It's all about our defense. You know, when we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.